Hello and happy Wednesday. Hope that everyone is having a good week so far. It's been a hectic week for me, but a fair amount of fun. My name is Petter, run Malts and Meeples here, and I always forget to do these introductions, but we are playing tonight the Pathfinder Adventure Card Game. Have it set up down here on the table. We're continuing our playthrough. And we are going back to the second scenario because, well, we have yet to beat it. I've reset all the decks, reset the locations, and we're going to be ready to go in a second here. Have an old fashioned with some lemon bitters. That's good. Put a fair amount of bitters in there, so it's pretty punchy. But not going to complain about that. Just a random question, and leave a comment, or comment here live. Is anybody else having issues with Kickstarter? Now, not the normal Kickstarter issues, and more them not, like, updates aren't showing up. So like a notification for new activity happens, welcome fatal, and when I go to look at like the new update for whatever, I don't have any new updates except within the or like a week ago, and I can follow the direct link and get to those updates, but it's a weird thing. So not sure if anybody else is having that issue. And yeah, it's a little bitters forward, but not a bad thing. Let's pop on down to the table and get playing, because I have a couple things I hopefully can watch tonight with a new Miss Marvel and Comey Can't Communicate, an anime. Hands, cards here. 4. And 6. I haven't tried looking in a different browser, but I have looked at work and at home, and I'm seeing it both locations, which is the weird thing. I would think, okay, maybe one or the other of them has something cached, but does not appear to be the case. All right, so let's get started. Slide some stuff out of the way. When you acquire a boon, you may recharge a card. That'd be nice later on. Huh. I guess both have been Chrome, so it is possible that it is a Chrome issue if there was an update that came out with it recently. I'll have to check a different browser here in a second. It also is it actually an issue with Chrome, or is it an issue with Kickstarter failing to program something correctly for Chrome? Ooh, a weapon. Well, we're going to start by equipping my armor. Dexterity ranged of 7. My dex is a 6. I don't care that much about this one. Let's clearly not get it. Throw it aside. Not worth it. I'm actually not going to spend either of these yet to explore again. Intelligence, wisdom. I'm going to use this one then to explore one more time here. Ooh. When you acquire a boon, which I have a shot at this one, ranged and stealth don't have either of those. Discard this to bless. 6, 7. Yeah, I have always had NES coasters. I just don't generally have them on camera. So I acquire and recharge. Not going to try for another one. And that turn, I have an acid flask and a crowbar that I've added. Yeah, I think it's a set of like 8 or 10 of them. I think 8. And so all sorts of different games. Excite Bike, Zelda, Super Mario Bros. I think Duck Hunt. Next up, you may avenge by discarding a card. Ooh, Dexterity, Wisdom, Disable, or Perception. I got Bad Dex. It's a 6. Wisdom is a 6. Charisma or Diplomacy, not useful. Enhance, freely display. Could add 2. Still need an 8. Force Missile doesn't help. Deflect. I guess we're going to do Enhance, because I just discard the card, so it's a +2. Nothing else I have can bump that. Yeesh. 3. So I'm gonna take some damage here. 3 damage. 1. 2, 3. Then I need to do a Arcane or Divine of 7 to recharge it. That was not ideal there. Shuffle that barrier back in since it wasn't defeated. I'm hoping I intentionally kept some stuff aside to work for that, assuming Sione can get up there. Maybe should have started her up there. On your check against an undead card, when you discard a boon to bless, you may recharge it instead. Probably not going to get an undead. Nope. I do have a Charisma, Diplomacy, or a Fortitude check. Well, we would definitely do Fortitude, because that's a D8 plus 1. 5. Did not acquire. Yeah, none of these would have helped. Not going to spend this blessing benefication yet. Too early on. When you're blessed, on your blessed check, you may re-roll any dice showing a 1. Ingratiating Minion. Charisma, Diplomacy, or Knowledge. I do have Diplomacy. If defeated, examine the top card of your location. You may ignore effects that are triggered when examined. Well, that is most certainly defeated. Nothing that says anything about examining it. Good to know that's a blessing there. Whew. Don't know why. I'm getting some coughs right now. Do you want to spend a blessing? You probably get a blessing. Let's finish the examination. Charisma Divine. So it's a 5 on a charisma of a d12. I have pretty good odds. I'm going to actually hold off on it right now, though. Characters cannot suffer scourges. Oh, that's nice. If undefeated, shuffle this monster into a random other location, then move to that location and end your turn. Combat of 10 or knowledge perception. Yeah, don't have that. So we're going combat here for sure. So I'm going to reveal the short bow and throw the acid flask for 4d6 to defeat this. I have no ability to get that back. I'm not proficient with crafting. 1, 7, 11. That is enough to take it out. I'm going to pass. Get another prayer. Sweet. Getting set up here. Aren't closing stuff as fast this time. On your turn, if you would suffer a scourge, a random local character suffers it instead. Well, only one here. Plus that's a blessing. Charisma, just going to do a straight roll. Because it's a d12. Got it. Adding it. And then I'm going to play it to explore again. Ooh. Intelligence or arcane. I have arcane. 4, 5, 6. Alright. Ooh, and I can display this elixir. I can display it down here, which means I don't have to discard a card. That actually helps a little bit with my life total. When you fail to acquire a boon, you may shuffle it and a new monster into its location, instead of just getting rid of it. But it'd have to be a really good boon for me to want to do that. Ooh. Intelligence. Wisdom. Those are both d6s. I have no arcane or divine. I become exhausted if I can't complete it, so I'm going to spend prayer for 2d6. 4. Come on. 7. Did not do it, so I become exhausted. On each check or step, you may play no more than one boon. At the start of your move step, you may end your turn to remove this scourge. So basically I can skip a turn. Of course, that gets shuffled back in. Shuffling. Shuffling. Alright, Seoni. On your check that invokes the alchemical or poison trait, add 1d4. Probably not useful. We have a swarm of rats. They are vulnerable to attack. What does vulnerable do? positively affecting a character's check to defeat. If a card is vulnerable to a trait on your check, add 4. So, Arcane plus 2d4 plus 4. It's going to be pretty strong. 14, 15, 19. Easily defeated. Get him out of here. And to recharge, I need an arcane check of 6. Got it. Alright, sweet. We have the mace. Have the mace now. That's going to help. Alright. Coming up here. After discarding any number of cards as damage, draw a card. Okay. Not bad. Not great. Alright. So 12. 12 to defeat. I don't have a weapon. That means it's strength plus... I mean, I'm going to bless myself, so 2d12. 12 was enough to defeat it. 14 before acting. Suffer... So I need a perception 5, technically. Didn't get it. Intelligence 5. So I suffer a d4 damage. Only 1. Gonna get rid of that bow. Take out this monster here. And now I can try and close it with a Constitution or Fortitude. I have Fortitude. I don't have anything to play. So, I guess it's a straight roll. For 5, I needed a 6. Seriously, nothing to help? Nothing to help, unfortunately. So that remains open. It sucks. No effect. Short bow. Dex ranged. Nope, didn't get it. It's not very useful for either character, so if Amiri was like a ranged attacker, I probably have tried to get it to give it to her, but she is not, so I'll pass. Explore again here. Well, that'd be suffering some damage, so we're gonna discard this for a wisdom. So 2d6. Why was I thinking I had a way to heal? I do not. That means there's absolutely no way to defeat that. 4. I'll recharge that to only take 3. Which of course takes out everything, so I really need to heal. Yeah, I have 1 extra card here. You know what? I'm just going to leave that one as is. I need Seoni for sure to close this one. So move there. Back to Amiri at the Oberlut. When you check to acquire a boon, add 1d6. If you succeed, bury the boon. Charisma is a d4. Need a 5, got a 6. So I can bury that. So I'll be able to get access to it later, but just not right now. We're going to explore. Sweet. So, we're finally set up for this. Go on melee. So I'm going to reveal to add a d8. So d12, d8, and a d4 to defeat. Super dead. Goodbye, giant fly. Alright. We'll flip that out. Call it good. Come on. On your check, you may banish a random blessing from your discards to bless. Okay, that's not bad. I don't have divine, which is unfortunate. So we're looking at combat here. Arcane. I have force missile, so arcane plus 2d4. Immune to mental and poison. All damage is mental that cannot be reduced for damage it would deal. If the check to defeat does not have the magical trait, this monster is undefeated. So, yeah, we're definitely using force missile. So d12 plus 2d4, 15, 19, very well defeated. And I'm not going to spend anything, just on the off chance. Arcane 6, got it back. Just on the off chance I do not get that back. I got it back. Still really need to heal. Maybe I should send her down here. Yeah. We're going to try and finish this one off first so I can heal Seoni. If you're at a wild location, underground, you may discard a card to explore. Doesn't help. Alright, combat. So d4, d12, d8. Before acting, each local character must succeed a Wisdom 5. Succeeds. Or become frightened. Seoni is frightened. When you encounter a monster, suffer 1d4 minus 1 mental damage that cannot be reduced. When your location is closed, remove the scourge. Okay. Well, that is a 22. Very, very dead. I'm going to keep that card. I'm going to keep that card just because I feel like how many cards are left here? 2. Okay. It's bless another character. We're going to keep it. Check against undead. Add D6. We have an arcane check here. Ooh. Sarin Ray's Light. I can recharge to heal another local character card. I do want to look back here to heal. Heal. Healing on page 9. You shuffle cards back into your deck. When a power heals, shuffle the specified number and if specified type of random cards from your discard into your deck. If you're discarding a card to heal yourself, exclude that card when healing. It does not specify a number. Oh, yeah, so the interesting thing is I need a Miri to close this one so that Seoni can be healed. So we'll enhance to add +2. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dealt with. Get a chance to recharge this. 7 or higher. Recharge it. Get back. Alright. So now we're ready to flip this last card. Come on. On your stealth check or a check that invokes poison, add 1d4. Not going to be useful. Ooh, arcane, divine, or disable. When examined, encounter a cat meowing outside the door. If you have the perception skill, the difficulty to defeat is increased by 1. If undefeated, move to a random location and suffer the scourge frightened. I mean, arcane don't have, divine don't have, disable don't have. Some squeakiest of kittens. Yasamiri. I'm trying to think. I think that it literally locks Amiri out of being able to do anything with this. She's now frightened as well. And we'll move over to here. So that means she can't be the one to defeat that last thing. So I guess the plan now, you're checking against a monster, add 1, suffer And damage suffered is increased by 1. However, we know what this is going to be. We have an arcane or divine check of 4. Got a 7. So that's taken care of. We're going to do a constitution fortitude check. 6. We got it. That actually is disappointing, though. Because now we'll send you back up there. We still need Seoni to close that one, but I didn't have the opportunity to heal, which is what I was there for. I need another Saren Ray's Light for Amiri. Alright, so Seoni went. Amiri. When you would discard a boon to bless a strength or constitution check, you may recharge it instead. Strength or constitution before acting. Succeed. I can do a fortitude. I think I rolled the wrong die the first time. But I only got a 2 there. Fortunate. 4. I can recharge a card. Recharge the longsword. So I'll reveal Warhammer. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8 is not enough. I would take a damage. Get rid of the crowbar. And end turn. Shuffling. It's undefeated Bane. Bane of my existence back into the deck. When you fail a check, you may bury your hand and discards to reroll. So, early in the game, or if you have a lot of things and have just been healed, it's not a bad thing. Could be good. Wisdom or divine. Just go with wisdom. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, wait. Do I have anything? I'm no longer frightened. Actually, neither of them are, because that location is now closed. I don't have divine. I don't have any way to bump that one up, because that would be great to get that to then be able to heal. And it's a recharge to heal. I feel like I should look at the heal rules here. Just because I feel like maybe healed too much. I'm not seeing anything that would say otherwise. Healing clarification. Nope. Healing question. Yeah, I'm not sure. Doesn't say, so I'm going to go with I healed correctly there. If anybody knows for sure on healing how much you're supposed to be able to heal, because healing everything seems like too much. Healing like 1d4 seems like too little. And the rulebook definitely doesn't say. Could be 1d6 or 1d8. Got no clue. So needless to say, I did not get that. I'm not spending a card with Sayoni. Check against animal or elemental, add a d4. Ooh, animal. I get to add a d4 to my wisdom check to acquire. That's 5. Well, use the porcupine to explore again. If it's a monster, it is. I can recharge the porcupine. Now, goblin dude, let's get that fortitude check. 4. Got it. Thank goodness. Reveal the warhammer. That is most certainly enough to take out that goblin troublemaker. You know what? I'm going to discard benefication to explore again. Charisma, diplomacy, divine. Don't have any of those. Actually, I probably would discard the soldier. Doesn't make a difference. Rolling 1d4. Oh, wow. I didn't get a 5 on a d4. Get that out of there. 3 cards left. Not bad. Alright, Sayoni. If you discard a boon to bless a dexterity or charisma check, you may recharge it instead. Wisdom perception or stealth survival. I have wisdom. That's it. If undefeated, summon and encounter a monster. If that monster is defeated, doesn't actually matter what I rolled there. That should have been d6. Not going to be able to defeat it. So that means we summon and encounter the wolf pack. Before acting, local character a local character summons and encounters this monster. If the check to defeat has the attack or range trait, you may re-roll. Well, we have the ability to discard a card to cast a spell at d12 plus 2d4. Doesn't matter, that's for sure. But I would have done Force Missile anyways. Because that was a 1, 2, and 2 more. So that is going to be way too much. I don't think there's anything I got here. Discard to explore. I can reduce the combat damage by 1, but that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can block 7 and take 4. And then I would go to draw a single card down in here, enhance. That means Sayoni is knocked out because of that stupid wolf pack. Well, you just got back in time to see Sayoni absolutely get wrecked. That was brutal. So now it is just down to Amiri. He's going to go over here to a dexterity or wisdom. Disable or perception? Well, I have wisdom. I even have wisdom survival, actually. Huh. Yeah, I got absolutely nothing for that. So I will suffer a d4 of damage. Only one. Goodbye, chain shirt. Not going to spend. Please tell me there's a boss monster in here. I've only killed one, so there's several of them still. Immune to fire and poison. Before acting, succeed a wisdom or perception check, or this monster is undefeated. Got a 4. So combat, revealing the Warhammer. It's owies. Very defeated. And now I need to do a perception 4 or a wisdom 4 check. Certainly don't have anything for that. 5, I guess technically. Doesn't matter. Horrible. You know what? I'm going to discard this to explore. I don't have an ally. Of course. Got as good as I could. 2 damage. I think I have done a good enough job mixing this up. I don't know which is which anymore. Worldbreaker. You may banish a random blessing from your discards to explore. Ooh, interesting. Oh, of course. Of course, didn't get it. Wait, hold on. We're gonna do prayer. 6. I got it. Finally freaking got it. Alright. I'm not going to explore again. I have a number of cards here. At the start of your turn, any character may recharge a card to move. Not going to do that. Going to explore. Recharge to move. You may then examine the top card of the location. You may not use this power during an encounter. Alright, there's the last guy there. Immune to mental poison. Vulnerable to electricity. If undefeated, weapons and armor that were revealed, reload, recharged, or discarded are buried instead. If defeated, draw a new weapon. Well, we're definitely going to go for that defeat. Standard compilation of dice. It's a 15. That is 8, 14, 15, 16. So, new weapon time. Weapons are towards the bottom of the deck there. That's armor. Got a quarterstaff. Melee, bludgeoning, two-handed. On a local check, discard to bless. We're going to discard it to... Well, now I can try and close. So I'm going to discard it to bless. Perception. Got it. Closed. Move over here. Fully loaded on everything here. If I need to discard something, that compass isn't going to be bad to discard. On your check against a spell, add a d4. Hey, it's a spell. Intelligence is a d6. Oh, I have a chance to acquire this. I acquire it. I will discard compass, I guess. No, can't do anything to explore additionally. And your check against animal or elemental. Dex or wisdom. Definitely going to be dex. Actually, I would have just discarded that. There's no reason for me to keep it. Can't use it. If undefeated. Okay, good. So no matter what happens, suffer 1d4 damage. 4. It's not combat, so do I even have 4? I do. So I'm entangled, but that is banished. Cannot evade or move. That's okay. Don't want to evade or move. A porcupine, prayer, fox, and a sword. I have a shot at this. If you're in a wild location, nope, urban. Ooh, shield, constitution, fortitude. So D8 plus 1. 5, didn't get it. That is A-okay. If you would fail a check, you may bury 1 card to re-roll 1 die. Yeah, not burying a card. Oh no. Wisdom, craft, divine, survival. Oh, there's no negative for it. So, just get shuffled back in. Good old wounded friend here. Four time left. Ooh, on your check to close or guard, add 1d4. Come on, monster. Come on, monster. Come on. Yes. Roll 1d4. This monster gains that trait and is immune to all damage. So it's immune to all cold damage. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. So, here we go. To beat a 13, I'm going to reveal the longsword. I'm actually going to reload the longsword because that puts it there. So that is a d8 plus a d4 plus a d12 plus a d4, needing to get 13. 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that is most definitely defeated. Now we have the collapse. I either have to do Dex or Wisdom. Same difference, D6. But I'm going to do Wisdom because I can discard the fox for, or recharge the fox for a D4. Discard the prayer for a D6. So 2D6 and a D4 to get that Wisdom check. 5. 50-50 shot. 6, 7, 8. By the skin or by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Let's pop back up to the table, or from the table, and read this last bit of story. No, don't kill me. Or, no, kill me. The captured Kobold Ranger Cesarak shouts in her broken common. Blood vow, Chief. Rogaz will kill me if you do. Okay. Anyway, you found a pair of dead Kobold saboteurs near the blast site. This is enough to stoke the Belhamites' fears. Before today, the Kobolds kept away from the bounds of Belhaim, and now the citizens are using words like invasion and treachery. Defeating a raven-shaped imp led you to another body you found in the wreckage. Wizard Balthus Hunclay lay dead between the kobolds, suggesting he conspired with them to bring the tower down. It's unlikely he planned to do so upon himself, which suggests he was betrayed by his own associates. The Baroness wants you to calm the minds
of all present. I hate to ask this, but I need you to dislodge these blood vow kobolds from our region, she says. You have been heroes once this week. Care for a second opportunity?
Each character gets a hero point. Hero points, little tokens. And I want to look up what hero points do. A reward you can spend to gain feats, reroll dice on your check, or return from death. Hero points, page 17. I think this is where I can potentially start to level up my characters. When you are awarded a hero point, you can immediately spend it to gain a feat. See feats on page 19. Okay. Feats. A character and role cards include a number of checkboxes called feats. You are awarded hero point. If you are awarded a hero point after a scenario, you may immediately spend it to gain a feat, meaning you check one of these boxes to receive an ongoing benefit to your character. Skill feats add to the numbers. There are power feats, hand size. So, I don't have a pen here. I would need a pen, I think, to fill this in, but let's look at our options here. Obviously, you have to go in numeric order. So if we look at Seoni here, come on, focus. Maybe, probably not. So basically, I can add +1 to any skill. I can get hand size of 7. That's super useful. On the back is actually the more interesting thing because I can add to the number of cards in my deck, which gives me basically more health. I can do that with blessings, allies, items, spells, or weapons. Amiri, I can gain proficiency with armor. Plus adding in Seoni can start to shuffle spells into her deck. Or she could recharge spells for combat. But I think I want to do something that gives them both a little bit of health here. So for Amiri, though, I think that's going to be getting another blessing. And Seoni, I think I'm going to want to get another spell. But I'll probably do that. I'll do that between sessions here. Simply because, like I said, I don't actually have a pen sitting right here to be able to fill this in. So I'll have my hero point set out and do it right before I stream next Wednesday. So with that, I want to thank you all for checking out this stream. Hopefully it was interesting to see me almost die, but barely squeak out a win with my horrible entangled and exhausted. And yeah, hopefully this has been fun to see how Pathfinder Adventure Card Game plays. I'm going to continue through kind of this chapter 1, probably 3 more sessions. At the rate I'm going, it's going to be 4. And at that point in time, I'll kind of decide if I want to continue with this campaign. I am enjoying it. It's a fun game. This might actually be one that I set up on the far end of the table, since this is down here is less than half the table, and maybe swap over to another game on this side while leaving that campaign set up on the far side and just kind of playing that off camera sometimes as well. But upcoming streams, Friday, potentially going to do a Kickstarter crowdfunding stream. That was supposed to be tomorrow. Tomorrow I have now the chance to play some games. That's always going to kind of trump hanging out or streaming, hanging out with somebody in person and playing some games off my shelf, especially with Marvel Dice Throwing just coming in. Gonna get that probably to the table at least one more time tomorrow. Played it 3 times yesterday. And yeah, so if there's a Kickstarter stream, or crowdfunding stream on Friday, hopefully, and I'll be figuring that out shortly here. Then no stream on Monday because it is the 4th of July here. And I will be getting back into town probably fairly late that day. So Wednesday will be for sure the next stream for more Pathfinder Adventure Card Game. But with that, bottoms up. Actually, hold on. Forgot to do the rest of the spiel. Have to do the standard YouTube template. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing. Click that subscribe button. If you want to know when I go live, click that notification bell. But seriously, I do appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate all the subscribers and those of you who join in chats. So please, if you do enjoy this content, subscribe. It helps. Smash that like. Yes. Smash that like button. Every time you click that like button, a puppy gets its wings. Or something like that. But that, bottoms up.